Welcome my dear students in the class 12th of English. I am Rashmi, lecturer AD Government Girls Inter College Gorakhpur, and today I am going to teach you a poem. The name of the poem is The Song of the Free by Swami Vivekanand. Dear children, you must have heard this name, Swami Vivekanand. He was a great social reformer and above all, he was a great motivational speaker. And his speech in the World's Parliament of Religion that was held in 1893 in Chicago, it made him world famous. Dear children, the poem The Song of the Free is about to feel the power which lies in ourselves. Now, before we go for the poem, let's have the objectives of the poem. The first, to analyze the theme of the poem. Here we will analyze what is the basic theme of this poem. The poem has the theme of self-realization, and here we will feel that an immense power lies in us and we have to discover it. The second, to feel the sense of spirituality and self-reliance. Vivekanand focuses on spirituality than to be materialistic. We need to be spiritual in our life in order to have a better, healthy life. And the power of self-realization is quite important, as we realize the power. In the same way, we will be able to understand the capability that we have. To be familiar with difficult words. As we read this stanza, we find certain difficult words, and here I will make the meaning of those difficult words clear to you. To know the central idea of the poem, it is quite essential to know the central theme of the poem. To explain the poem, the entire stanza will be explained to you. Now, here these are the objectives. Before we go for the poem, it is also essential to know about the Swami Vivekanand. Here is a brief description about this great personality. First, Swami Vivekanand was a spiritualist, social reformer, I have already told you, and a very inspiring personality of India. Second, birth 12th January 1863, Kolkata. Death 4th July 1902, Belur Math, West Bengal. Education, graduation from University of Calcutta. And fourth, he was the founder of Ram Krishna Mission and Belur Math. This is quite important information about him. Literary works, Raj Yoga 1896, Karma Yoga 1896, Bhakti Yoga 1896, Lectures from Colombo to Almora 1897, My Master 1901. 6. His lectures, writings, letters, poems, ideas motivated not only the youth of India but also the whole world. So, that was the brief description about Swami Vivekanand. Let's have a quick description about the poem. This is a powerful and inspirational poem based on the philosophy of Advaitavad. Dear children, pay attention to the word Advaitavad. I can explain you in a very easy manner that Advaitavad says that I am in everything and everything is in me. So there is no scope of separation. And when there is no scope of separation, there is no scope for jealousy, hatred and all those evil ideas and whatever we have in society. The poet describes the true nature of true human being. We all are human being, but we don't realize the power of human being. Third, this poem presents the picture of pure spirit which is immortal and eternal. We all are immortal, this and eternal. But what is the difference? That the spirit which lies in us, that is immortal and eternal. Body is not. So pay attention towards it, this idea that our body is not immortal, but the spirit which lies in us, that is immortal. Swami Vivekananda tells in the poem that ups and downs of life give an opportunity to show the best power of human being. My dear children, I am going to explain it in a very easy language. What I can say, that when we are having a very normal life, we don't realize our power. But sometimes what happens, when we get into hot water, when we face any difficulty in our life, at that time ultimately our power is revealed to us and we perform the best at that time. So this is the theme of the poem too. Now it was about the poem. Now come to the text. The wounded snake, its hood unfurls. The flame stirred up doth blaze. The desert air resounds the calls of heart-struck lions' rage. The cloud puts forth its deluge strength when lightning cleaves its breast. When the soul is stirred to its inmost depth, great ones unfold their best. Here we have the difficult words and meaning. First of all, pay attention to these words. Wounded, injured, hood, the upper part of the snake, unfurls, opens up, blaze, burn more brightly, deluge, fall of heavy rain, and cleaves means breaks. Now I am going to explain this stanza. The wounded snake, its hood unfurls. What happens sometime that when a snake is wounded, it opens up its hood and it gets quite dangerous. The flame is stirred up doth blaze. When we shake the flame, when we create any disturbance in it, it burns up brightly. The desert air resounds the calls of heart-struck lions' rage. What happens at that time? If the lion is wounded, we can never face the anger of the lion, because the roaring of the lion at that time is echoed in the entire forest, in the desert air. The clouds puts forth its deluge strength when lightning cleaves its breast. When the lightning breaks the clouds, what happens at that time? We find heavy rain. The utmost power of clouds is revealed at that time. When the soul is stirred to its inmost depth, in the same way, what happens with the snake, with the lion, or the clouds? In the same way, when we are shaken up, we present the best in us. At that time we realize our power. So in this way, this stanza is about the self-realization, the power of self-realization. इस स्टैंजा में जो मुख्य बात बताई गई है वो ये कि किसी जानवर की बात अगर हम करें, सांप हो या शेर हो, बादल हो, जब उन्हें हम हर्ट करने की कोशिश करते हैं, जब उन्हें किसी तरह से हम चोट पहुंचाने की कोशिश करते हैं, उस समय वो अपनी संपूर्ण ऊर्जा का प्रदर्शन करते हैं जो कि बहुत विकराल होती है। इसी तरह से जब हमारी आत्मा भी झकझोर दी जाती है, उस समय हम अपने अंदर निहित सबसे सर्वश्रेष्ठ गुणों का प्रदर्शन कर पाते हैं। नेक्स्ट, लेट आईज ग्रो डिम एंड हार्ट ग्रो फेंट and friendship fail and love betray. Let fate its 100 horrors send and clotted darkness block the way. And nature were one angry frown to crush you out, still know my soul, you are divine, march on and on, nor right nor left, but to the goal. Dear children, these are very beautiful lines and quite inspirational lines, I can say, and please try to imbibe these lines in your life too. I am going to explain, but before, here we have some difficult word. Betray means to cheat, there will be a small c. Clotted, complete, march on, go on. So now I am going to explain it. Let eyes grow dim and heart grow faint. What happens in our life? Sometimes we feel that our eyesight is quite weak, or our heart is quite weak. It loses its power. So, and friendship fail. Sometimes we feel that we are having great affinity, and at that time we find that there is a failure in our relationship. In the same way, we find betrayal in love too. And let fate its 100 horrors send. Sometimes what happens in our life, that misfortunes, they just come and we are shattered at that time. And clotted darkness block the way. And sometimes what happens, that we find that there is complete darkness in our life. So what should be done at that time? He points out it beautifully. And nature were one angry frown. Nature, if nature is not with us, what happens? To crush you out. Nature is also very ready to crush you out, to finish you. At that time too, you need to know just one thing, that still know my soul, you are divine, you are the part of God, you are having dominable spirit. You have to feel the power of that spirit that is eternal. And to know this, you have to move on in your life. You have to face the difficulties of your life, and you will move on if you face it bravely. Nor right nor left. You have not to be distracted in our life. You have not to look anywhere but to the goal. You have to point out your goal, and there should be total concentration over your गोल। इस पोयम में ये बताने की कोशिश की गई है कि आप शारीरिक रूप से कितने भी कमज़ोर क्यों ना हो जाएं, और आपकी मित्रता में या आपके प्रेम में हो सकता है कि वफादारी ना हो, ये भी हो सकता है कि भाग्य आपका साथ बिल्कुल ना दे और वो आपको तरह तरह से परेशान करे, ये भी हो सकता है कि आपका जो रास्ता है वो पूरी तरह से अंधकार से भरा हो, या फिर प्रकृति भी आपको कुचल देने के लिए बिल्कुल तैयार हो। ऐसी परिस्थिति में आपको सिर्फ एक बात जाननी है कि आप ईश्वर के अंश हैं, आपको आगे बढ़ना है जीवन में अपने, और कहीं भी नहीं देखना है, न दाएं न बाएं, बट टू द गोल, केवल अपने लक्ष्य पर केंद्रित करना है, तभी सफलता मिल सकती है। नेक्स्ट, द सेंट्रल आइडिया ऑफ द पोएम. This is also important. The Song of the Free was written in 1895 by Swami Vivekananda. He expresses his views on the philosophy of Advaitvad. I have explained it to you. What is Advaitvad? Which points out the theory of oneness. There is no separation. In this poem, the poet surges not to be afraid of the problems, difficulties and challenges of life, because these are the test of life which make us strong and confident. A man with the help of divinity can overcome them all. So in this way you can write down the central idea of the poem. Now here we have questions for evaluation. The first question, what does happen when then soul is stirred up? What happens at that time? I have already explained it to you that when the soul is stirred up, the best in us is revealed. At that time we feel about us, we know the capacity which lies in us, and we perform the best we have. Explain the lines, nor right nor left, but to the goal. We should never be distracted in our life. We should totally concentrate ourselves to the goal. We should focus on the goal. Only then we can get success in our life and we can have a happy life. There is a homework. Write the theme of the poem in your words. Dear children, I have explained the entire stanza to you. Now it's up to you that how are you going to write the theme of the poem, and it will be quite helpful for you. Explain with reference to the context the following stanza, let eyes to the goal. So what will you write? First of all you will write reference. Here you have to mention the name of the poem and the name of the poet too. Then you will write the context where you will mention about the poem, what is the main idea of that particular stanza. After that you have to explain as I have explained it to you. Then you can add some comments if there is about language, about theme or any figure of speech, you can mention it. So in this way you can write down about the explanation. Now we come to the last segment of our study, that is the message of the text. This poem is very significant in today's world where we find terrorism, hatred, jealousy, greed, selfishness and hypocrisy playing vital role to divide and destroy human civilization. And in this situation, for the preservation of the human race, spirituality with the fragrance of love, courage, creates the most suitable and desirable atmosphere for nurturing universal brotherhood and peace and love. इस पोएम का जो सार है, जो मैसेज हम इसमें पा सकते हैं वो ये कि आज की परिस्थितियों में, जिन कठिन परिस्थितियों में हम रह रहे हैं, जहां आतंकवाद, नफरत, ईर्ष्या, लालच और स्वार्थपरता है, पाखंड है, ऐसी परिस्थितियों में जहां ये सारी चीज़ें हमारे मानवीय सभ्यता को, हमारी मानव सभ्यता को नष्ट करने में लगी हैं, वहाँ पर जब हम स्पिरिचुअलिटी, जब हम आध्यात्मिकता की बात करते हैं, अपने अंदर के पावर को पहचानने की बात करते हैं, विद द फ्रेग्रेंस ऑफ लव, जब हमारे अंदर प्रेम, साहस, ये सारी चीज़ें होंगी तो निश्चित रूप से हम एक बहुत ही सकारात्मक माहौल बनाने में सक्षम होंगे और इस तरह से भाईचारे के भाव और शांति हम लोग स्थापित करने के में सक्षम होंगे अपने समाज में. Dear children, in this way we have got the message of the entire poem and I hope you must have enjoyed the poem. You must have imbibed the theme of poem because this poem is quite important for you. As you are young, you have a lot of energy, you can get a lot of things through this poem. That's all for today. Again I'll meet with new topic. Till then, have a great time. Thank you very much.